G'day guys, welcome and howdy. If you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. Moment of silence for the haters, that's enough. Y'all know that I have flunked several pencil sets because they break down with water. And I wanted to kind of go through it with you, why I did it and why it's bad for your pencil to run. And this, I can't take the black lines out of it, but if you want to know how to color this fishtail, well, you can color the whole fish, not this fish, but a betta fish. So if you want to learn this, I'm going to put, because this is one of the first things I learned at Color My World, was this betta fish. And the way to do this tail, like I did here, well, you'll learn how to do the whole fish, but I used that for this section of this fish tail, because it's a simplified fish. But anyway, I will leave the link to that in the description box. That way you can learn how to color this Dahlia purple fish fins. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, so I'm using Arteza. And as you know, that's one of my flunked. And I'm going to tell you why. So, say we spray some fixative on this. Pencils. Right there. Say you want to save that, and you want to put some fixative on it, okay? Or put fixative on it. There. Now, I believe that's it. What do you think is going to happen now? Y'all seen how bright and vibrant it was before I put that on there? Now watch it. See how it's muddying up? It's not bright like it was. It's not. It's just kind of messing. It's just, you're slowly watching it muddy up. It's not as bright as it first was. And that's exactly what happens when you use, if you're wanting to save your work with a fixative, and you use one of them brands of pencils, this is what's going to happen. See how it's muddied up now? It's not bright, vibrant like it was. You can't even see the lines where the fish, in the definition of the fish tail. You can't even see it now. It's just, there's part, because I didn't get it on there. There's part of it that didn't get sprayed. See how bright, and you see all the lines? And now over here, it's very muddied. That's what happens. And if you wanted to come back and use a watercolor marker on this, you're really going to mess it up. So, this is why I flunk pencils that break down with water. And this is because if I want to save the picture, I couldn't do it. See, now you come across, that's rough because it's still pencil. But this, nah, ain't working. It's all muddy now. That is still clear. You see this? How you can still see all the definition lines and everything. And now over here, it's just It's just faded out and muddied. That's what happens. That's why I preach to y'all about not using wet media with colored pencils. Especially pencils that will run, that will break down. See, this is broken. It's breaking completely down. It's washing out, as they call it. It's not like it once was. See this right here, and now you got this right here. It's just turning to, and the longer it sets, the worse it's going to get. That will wash out even worse. So, now, if you wanted to use watercolor paint or a watercolor marker, you just can't. You're going to spread that everywhere. You're going to, yeah. This is why I tell you guys, this is why I flunk pencils that break down in water like that. Now, if on the other hand, Starjoy Gold will tell you that they are water soluble. Arteza, not a mention of it. Castle Art, Pastel Tint, not a mention of it. Didn't mention it not once that they're water soluble. That to me is you're not outright lying, but you're not outright telling the truth either. So, see, it's washing out even more. Looks nothing like this here. This is, and you feel this is rough and this is smooth now, because that water broke it down. And that's just sad. It's really, really sad. And I would go get a watercolor marker to show you, but y'all know what it will do. I don't have to go get it. You know what it's going to do. It's going to go everywhere. I just don't know. But this is why I do this, so you don't have to. You will know about all this before you mess up. This is why I say, when you use those marker pencils like Arteza, Castle Art, Pastel Tint, I don't know about the others, there's a problem. There's so much that you can't do now because you've used a color that's going to break down water. Yeah. It's sad. It's, like I said, it's not actually telling a lie, but, if you're going to put something out there and say you're expert or your artist quality, no, you're not. Starjoy puts it out there. Hey, we're water soluble. We know that going in. We know, hey, these will run. The Artezas, the Castle Art, you don't have no idea that they're going to run unless you do what I did. And I always water test my pencils. That way I know ahead of time before I color a page what I need to look for. Okay, it's going to break down water, so I can't use wet media near it. Yeah. I just wanted to bring this to you and show y'all. See, it's still washing out. Here's the before part. Now here's the after part, and it's just going muddy. Like I said, the longer it dries, the worse it will get. It will look like just all one washed out solid color. I know you don't want that happening to your pages. I don't want it happening to mine. But And like I said, okay, so you want to use, I can emulate a watercolor marker. Where did it go? By doing this. Now if this was a watercolor marker, you see what's happening? It's spreading out everywhere. It's washing out even more. So this was just plain water on a brush, which would be a brush tip marker if it had ink down here in the barrel. But this is why I buy stuff so you don't have to. I try these things out. I know what to look for. And then I can come tell y'all, hey, there's a problem here. And yeah. Now, before we messed this up, muddied it up with the, you can, like I said, I'll leave it in the link in the description box on how to do that, how to do a betta fish fins, because that's the technique I use to do this. See how bright this spot still is? What's the rest of it? After you've sprayed your fixative and it's set 24 hours, this is what you're gonna get. It might not be noticeable to some people, but you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it don't look as bright as it did before you sprayed it with the fixative. So, and like I said, you want to use watercolors, forget it. You want to use a water-based marker, forget it. I wouldn't even use an alcohol-based marker on it because I know that'd break it down even worse. So this is just a quickie. I wanted to come tell y'all and show y'all why I flunk pencils that break down in water. Now, if they had told us they're water soluble, that'd be different. Because then we'd know, hey, this pencil here will break down in water. I want to use a different one. I want to use polychromos or something like that. But you have no warning with these or the Castle Art. They're saying they're expert and they're professional and they're artists, and they are not. Okay. I just don't use Artezas. I don't use those, but I buy them and I try them out so that you guys are aware of what is going on with the pencil. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you today. See? It's still bright and you still see your strokes. Still see your pencil strokes. Here, nah. No. No. So, I'm going to tell y'all that I love you, and I love you much. And please help me grow my channel. Please share, like, make sure you're subscribed. But, me getting up and doing these videos, and I'm getting out of bed more. I'm sitting up in the chair more so that I can do these videos so I can do the coloring and everything. And y'all have, it's really you. I'm getting the benefits of all you guys. And I thank you. You know, my heart is just with you guys. So help me grow the channel. Help me get out there and reach more people, and help me to keep fighting the MS. And I love you very, very much. Peace out. Bye.